अपनी लेग साइड में स्क्वायर लेग को टारगेट करते हैं तो ये छक्का लगाने की कोशिश होती है, लेकिन इस बार वन बाउंस पर ये गेंद 4 रन ले गई है। तो चौका लगाया रोहित शर्मा ने भी अब यहाँ पर। दूसरी गेंद ऑस्टन के पार से ड्राइव मारा, गैप में गेंद जाती हुई खिलाड़ी ने अपना हाथ लगा दिया है, पॉइंट पर गेंद को रोक लिया गया। स्क्वायर ड्राइव मारी यहाँ पर जगह पर बने रहकर बल्ले का मुंह खोला है, लेकिन गेंदबाज ने इस गेंद पर शॉट लगा रोहित शर्मा के बल्ले से, फील्डिंग अच्छी हुई है, एक हाथ से गेंद को धीमा कर दिया और एक ही रन पर बल्लेबाज को रोका है। 16 रन बिना किसी नुकसान, भारत का स्कोर दूसरे ओवर में है। भारत का रिकॉर्ड अगर बांग्लादेश के साथ देखा जाए तो 8 बार भारत जीता है और 1 बार बांग्लादेश जीता है। आमने सामने जब भी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय T20 मैच में ये दोनों टीमें आई हैं, लगातार 8 बार भारत जीत चुका था, लेकिन पिछले मैच को जीतकर बांग्लादेश ने पहली जीत भारत के ऊपर दर्ज की है। भारत वापसी करने वाला है, इस मैच को जीतकर एक की बराबरी पर सीरीज को लेकर आना चाहता है ताकि सीरीज में बने रहकर दबाव बनाया जाए, फिर अगले मैच में बांग्लादेश की टीम पर। स्ट्राइक पर धवन आते हुए 8 रन पर बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं। दोनों बल्लेबाजों ने खाते खोले हैं चौके के साथ। धवन के लिए डीप स्क्वायर लेग पर खिलाड़ी को भेज दिया है थर्ड मैन सर्कल के अंदर।
School of thought some time back which said that you're almost better off giving him width, because when you were close to the body he's that much better. Now third man comes in, what are they going to do here? Point goes out. In knockouts it's a decent record, so legs out, third man's out, point is out. Oh, it's a good ball, not out. If off-stump is its weak area, then you've got to have third man. This ace, either have him, put him back on the rope. But I think that really was well done, because they showed him that fielder in the ring and bowled an in-swinging delivery. It was high, but showed him the slip cordon and bowled the in-dipper. It was height. Listen, we just showed you that weak zone. That's where Alamin Hussain has bowled. That's a data fed to them and data fed to us. He's just got the crowd on his feet. And Bangladesh a big toe into this match. Not a great record in knockouts. That's continued. 5-1 India in the second over.
Once again, it's Alamin who's started well in his very...
এখন রবি সুপারফাস্ট ইন্টারনেটে ফেসবুক আর হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ মাত্র 10 টাকায়। সারা মাস কানেক্টেড থাকো সবার সাথে। ডায়াল করো *8444 *0250#। রবি।
লভলি চ্যালেঞ্জ করছে সারা পৃথিবীকে। দুবাই, সিঙ্গাপুর আর জাপানের কিছু বিখ্যাত ক্রিমকে চ্যালেঞ্জ করা যাক মুখের এক পাশে ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি এবং অন্য পাশে কিছু আন্তর্জাতিক ক্রিম। আর ফলাফল দুবাই, সিঙ্গাপুর এবং জাপানের ক্রিমের কাছে ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি আনবিটেবল। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি সারা পৃথিবীকে চ্যালেঞ্জ।
এটা বিদ্যুৎ ছাড়াই হাতের অল্প চাপে হোস পাইপ দিয়ে দোতলার ছাদের ট্যাঙ্কিতে পানি তোলা যায়। আর চিন্তা করো না মা, আরএফএল ম্যাজিক টিউবওয়েল বিদ্যুৎ
he stopped it? Yeah, he's done well. Yeah, almost allowed it to sneak through. But the fielders need to relax also. I mean, this is a big moment, big final, so you can expect a bit of adrenaline rush. And you've got to control that rush. Oh, it's a late call. But it's a good one because Shikhar was running to the danger end. So Kohli was relatively safe going to the other end.
Yeah, in the end, it looks good, doesn't it? But they're certainly taking some chances because Shabir Rahman is one of the finest in that position. It's comfortably in the end.
How good an over is this? A wicket and just 3 runs from it. Well, quietly, everybody talks about Taskin and the captain Mashrafi, the dramatic arrival of Mustafizur Rahman. Quietly, this man has got 30 wickets from 18 games. And in this tournament is always given the breakthrough. Got Shikhar Dhawan. The first time these two teams played each other, 11 wickets in 5 matches. Serious contender for player of the tournament, I'd imagine. Excellent first over. Bangladesh are rocking here. 8 for 1.
কারো ত্রুটি খুঁজে পাওয়া খুবই সহজ, বিশেষ করে ডিজিটাল ওয়ার্ল্ডে লুকোনো যায় না কিছুই। আমার লুকস, আমার চুল, এমনকি ক্ষুদ্র ড্যান্ড্রাফ লুকোনো যায় না, কিন্তু আমি ভয় পাই না, কারণ আমার আছে বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার। নিউট্রিয়াম 10 যুক্ত ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর করে এবং স্ক্যাল্পের সুরক্ষায় প্রয়োজনীয় পুষ্টি যোগায়, যা ড্যান্ড্রাফের ফিরে আসা প্রতিরোধ করে। ড্যান্ড্রাফ আর ফিরে আসবে না। বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ প্রুফ। I have nothing to hide.
Is sitting there all by himself. Some batsmen like that. Just focus on the game, leave them alone, be by themselves. Raina's probably next. Raina hasn't quite stamped himself on this tournament. Virat Kohli has. Taskin Ahmed's had his moments. Right, 8 for 1. Bangladesh have started really well. Good ball. Virat Kohli is so critical to the cause. He is so important for India. Rohit Sharma with a heavy shot and a very good catch. Any catch in the slips is difficult or important. And he cupped it so beautifully, right under his eyes. Put down 1 or 2 in earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, soft hands. That was the key for Sumar Sharma to take that catch.
Tried to go for the second. It's easily done. You see, he's so good naturally, Virat Kohli, that he doesn't have to work on his technique. And he deflects the pressure of such a game so easily because he's not trying anything different. What he's doing is he's trying to play everything on merit and just back his natural instinctive play and fall back on solid technique. So he's not reinventing the wheel. He's not looking to do something different here. That's why he's a classic, really. Great numbers, 58 average in 5 matches. Strike rate of over 100.
That's a good delivery from Taskin Ahmed, not allowing the batsman to free his arm. This is how Rohit Sharma got himself dismissed. That is the weak zone. They must have discussed this in the dressing room. You got a bowl there and force the batsman to play that shot, and that's exactly what happened. Outstanding stuff from Alamin Hussain, and obviously the catch was very good indeed.
That's a shot that you play on a perfect batting pitch, not on a pitch where there's something in it for the bowlers initially in the first 2 or 3 overs. You've got to give a little bit of sort of importance to the conditions. Another security man casually walks in front of the side screen. I'm glad you mentioned that. Is there something in this track? Because early overs, India bowled well. Bangladesh struggled too. This is top bowling actually. This is really good bowling.
Yeah, you got to respect the conditions, especially when the ball is new. We are into the third over, and obviously there is something in it. You're never in initially in the first 4 or 5 overs. From a batting perspective, I think you've got to be on top of your game, not relax. And that is what I'm sure Virat Kohli will be looking to do in the next couple of overs. Just get the platform set up for this run chase.
It's already 9 and over. Bangladesh made 49 in the last 4 overs.
Tashkin gave in his very first over against Pakistan just the single run, and he started well.
Again, not much timing.
Yeah, the first 2 overs that he bowled against Pakistan, he just gave them 1 run. The captain Murtaza must be feeling that he's the man to go to, not only to create pressure but bowling dot deliveries. He's bowled well in this over, only 3 runs. Can he force the batsman to do a mistake and pick up a wicket? That's what Mashrafi Murtaza would be thinking. 11 for 1 in the third over. Runs are not coming at ease for the batsman.
And now Shikhar Dhawan. 4 from 5, Kohli 6 from 7. We talked about someone replicating Bumrah and Ashwin spell, and already both Alamin and Tashkin have taken steps towards doing that. He tucks him up again. What a good over. Just 4 from it. Bangladesh have come out firing.
রোজের সুরভিত ভুবনে যত্নে বাছাই করা প্রতিটি রোজের অনন্য নির্যাসে লাক্স সফট টাচ, সেরা লাক্স পারফিউম, প্রতিদিন সুরভিত আকর্ষণীয় ত্বকের জন্য। ব্যাস একটুখানি লাক্স, নতুন লাক্স।
বেইলাক বাংলাদেশের রং।
Would feel the pressure of 9 and over for the next 72 balls, but India maybe not.
Came into a zone with an 18-ball 35. But India's strength in this tournament has been Kohli and Rohit. The 2 pillars for India in this tournament, one's gone. There is Alamin Hussain. Lovely lengths. There's not been one wide hittable ball, and that tells me that the bowlers are relaxed.
Yeah, you can see the body language, Harsha. They're quite keen and looks that they are hungry for success. Not only when they went on to bat and when they scored those 120 odd runs, but also it's important to see the way they have bowled, especially in the first couple of overs. They picked up a wicket, but if you talk about the line and length, spot on the business area.
First sign of frustration coming through from Shikhar Dhawan. I think if it goes above 10, they'll start to worry. It's headed there, 9.34 now.
Yeah, early in the piece, they had the better of the left-hander. Strong shape back into the stumps, and he was castle gone, driving profusely, erroneously through the offside, and there was a huge gap between bat and pad.
Oh, should have been fielded. Goes to 4. Not too far. I think the idea was to cramp him up. Just beat the man inside the circle.
You see, the pressure was building up so very nicely on India, and then something like this happens. This really should have been stopped. He got across with both hands. Tashkin was the fielder, and yeah, that really should have been stopped, because Bangladesh had worked so well up till that point to put the left-hander under pressure.
I think it was a wrong line as well down the leg side, because he had bowled 2 dot deliveries and you would have expected him to bowl on the off stump. See, the moment you bowl on the off stump, anything around the off stump line, the batsmen are quite keen to just hit towards the fielder, and if there's an opportunity to run, yes, they will pick up a single. But boundary has been hard to come by. That's the reason why I said that that previous delivery that was put away for a boundary was a wrong line, bowled by the bowler himself. Yes, should have been a better effort from the fielder, Tashkeen Ahmed.
Just to give an idea how well they've bowled here. It's been, 22 balls, 17 runs. There have been 2 boundaries. Everything else has been pretty good. Teams will tell you that if they have wickets in hand, say in a 50-over game, 100 of the last 10 they back themselves to get. And hence that figure of 10 and over as the tipping point.
Talking about bowlers being relaxed. Talking about Virat Kohli, he's looked so solid so far. Does he have a weak zone?
I'll tell you what, this is very interesting. For a long time, post-England as well, everybody was bowling here to him. India came here last year to play the Test series one day, they kept bowling there to him. What's happened since then though, Ramesh, just to illustrate what you're saying, he's scoring a majority of his runs through cover, which means he's realized that's where they're getting him out. He's worked out that part of his game.
Made it into a strong zone.
Fielder's too far back, so they'll get a single. It's not a bad over either, this one, just 7 from it. It's
এখন রবি সুপারফাস্ট ইন্টারনেটে ফেসবুক আর হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ মাত্র 10 টাকায়। সারা মাস কানেক্টেড থাকো সবার সাথে। ডায়াল করো *8444*0250#। রবি।
শুনছো এগুলো?
Bangladesh got a good over there, 1 good over from Ashish Nehra in there, and that made it 27 for 1 in 4, so ahead at this point. But the 2 new ball bowlers have done their job. Now there's a debutant coming in, Abu Haider, young man. He's played before, Abu Haider.
The left arm seamer was picked up because of this outstanding performance in the recently concluded VPL, the Bangladesh Premier League, coming in from the Micromax end. He's the left armer. He can swing the ball. He likes to pitch it up. Also likes to bowl at the block hole. 9.13 is the economy rate of 2 for 40. Early days.
So the next 4 or 5 overs will be critical for both sides, more so for Bangladesh.
They called to throw him in the final. Started well, and we'll see 4 against his name. They had a slip all along that might well be the first over that they've taken it off.
Forget about the slip. Where's the third man? You've got to have protection for this young fellow. He's only 20 years of age, and you've given him a very demanding field. Fine leg third man up in the ring. You need a wicket or 2, because otherwise India will be in a stronger position come the middle part of the innings.
Talk us through this. They've done this before. Third man fine in this scene. But the onside's open now. Fortuitous boundary that for India.
They're up for it, absolutely up for it, Bangladesh. And every dot has been regarded and registered by the crowds. Seamers bowling to Dhawan's weak zone. It is around that off stump. Gets a little cramped at times. And so you can not only get his wicket, but put the pressure of dots by bowling that line. Cramp him up. And he may just fail.
Very different from Rohit Sharma, who likes the ball closer to the body. It's a good ball. It's come back in. Right, Virat Kohli in strike. We showed you a weak zone a little while back, and Ramiz rolled his eyes up as if to say, what weak zone are we talking about? I talked about the counter as well. What has Virat Kohli done to counter that weak spot? Because everyone's seeing the same data, Ramiz. Everyone's got the same data.
I mean, most of the deliveries are bowled around that off-stump line, so your weak zone can be your strong zone when you're sighting it well.
One of the Indian batsmen. Dhawan moves on to 20 of 15, Kohli 12 of 10. 28 now, they're averaging 21.
Shakib has been a star, not only for Bangladesh but for world cricket. Tremendous achiever. 55 wickets. They're all in there, focused.
He's put that in the gap. I told you, I've said this before. I think he's got a positioning system in his mind. And he just knows exactly where the fielders are. The little dot marks in the GPS in his mind. Look how effortlessly he splits those two fielders on the boundary.
Where was the sound of the bat? Muffled. He probably didn't hit it in the middle, but still I think it was so well timed it hit the fence. And then down the... This is classical. This is how you're taught to bat. 4, followed up with a run.
He's one of the finest in the business. The first delivery from Shakib Al Hasan was short, but he knew exactly where he had to hit it. Bisects the fielder between the mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket and long on. Picks up the boundary and then very quietly and nicely rotates the striker next delivery. Picks up the single, gives it back to Dhawan.
Slight area of concern looming here for Bangladesh. 33 this partnership in 4 overs. And that'll be even worse for Bangladesh. That's a tremendous shot from Shikhar Dhawan. We talked about how he placed the previous one. This one was exquisite because it was absolutely safe.
Yeah, that's the best part of this partnership, because the pressure has been exerted by Bangladesh, and well, they're trying to wriggle out of it by playing some lovely proper cricketing shots. He angled it past the point. He knew exactly how much that ball was going to come back, the amount of spin it had on it. It's another straighter one for Shakib, but the damage has been done. We're talking about 9 of the first 4.
And a couple of singles from here. 11 is a good over for the batting side. Required rate about 8.5. India's happy with that.